Hi, I'm Terry from Benabiscus Boarding and Training Facility, and this is Bailey. He's young, I forget, like 6 months or something like that. And he's doing really good. He's a little stubborn. He's a neutered male, but he's still a little bit stubborn. But the more we make him do everything we ask of him, I think the sooner he will do it on his own. And he's already doing pretty darn good. Through all these exercises, I'm using a prong collar, okay? 6-foot leash, nothing real fancy. And the dog is at my left side through all these exercises. The dog will always be at my left side. Hand signal to sit is bring your hand up like that. He knows what that means. Stay, you can even be out the end of your leash. Stay means to stay. Down, I put my finger right to the ground and tell him to down, and he'll lay down. Come is when you bring your hand to your chest and he comes to you. Like I say, through all these exercises, we'll use those hand signals, but he will be on a leash as well. When we return, we'll start out with a heel unleash. Okay, like I say, he's at my left side. Hand signal, Bailey, to sit. Just bring your hand up as long as he's looking. He knows what that means. We don't want to drag him around like this. We want to do the opposite. Leave it a little bit loose. Hands and arms are relaxed. And when we're walking, we feel that leash get tight. Doesn't matter whether he's sniffing, pulling back, pulling, surging forward. It's just a pull and release. Real quick, just pull and release. And come on, baby. Baby. Sit. Sit. Good boy. It's just a real quick pull and release, and he should come right back to your side. Don't stop walking or cater to him. Just pull and release and keep walking, and he should come right back to your side. And praise him when he's doing a good job. He loves to be praised like any dog does. Okay, sit. 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 Good boy. Left side, we're going to take off on a heel and see how he does. To the heel. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. When we stop, he should automatically sit. If he doesn't, he shakes his head to that collar. Sit. Good boy. Big heel. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Stay the heel. Most of the time, as soon as we stop walking, he will sit. But this time he has to be told, sit. Baby, sit. That's what I mean about being stubborn. He does it most of the time, but when he gets in his head he doesn't want to, that's when you have to make him do it. Eventually he will do it on his own. Exercise thing. Okay, this is going to be Bailey's sit stay. Again, on our left side, we put him in a sit, and we're going to tell him to stay as we walk to the end of the leash. When you walk to the end of the leash, if he starts to follow you, put him back where you started and say stay as you walk back. And you at first, because he's going to try you, like I say, he's a little bit stubborn, you may only be able to walk this far away. Stay. And do it for a few seconds. Stay, stay, and then exercise finish. But what I've taught him to do, and he does with me fine now, tell him stay, stay. You can walk to the end of your leash. Reinforce the word stay as much as you need to. Stay. Only for about 5 seconds. Don't need to be any longer than that to start out with. Stay. Now you're going to release him on your command. Stay. Exercise finished. Praise your dog. Good boy. This is going to be Bailey's. We're going to do the down stay. You're going to put him in a sit. Turn and face him. You're going to point right to the ground and tell him to down. Again, with all these exercises, if he doesn't listen to you the first time, you can tell him a second time. But then when you're telling him a third time, if he still hasn't done it, and as you tell him that third time, you're going to make him do it. So if he doesn't lay down, by the second time I've told him, the third time I'm going to make him gently just pull him down, and he goes right down. Usually he does it anyway. We'll see how he does. Bailey, down. Down. Stay. Down. Stay. Stay. Really reinforce the word stay. 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 Exercise finished. Good boy. Praise your dog. Good boy. Okay, this is going to be Bailey's recall. It's going to be a sit, stay, walk the end of the leash. Make sure he's looking at you. I usually take a step back as I'm doing it. Makes him want to come to you a little more. And and say with a nice high-pitched voice, use his name and tell him to come. Bring your hand to your chest. Hopefully he comes to you, and we want him to sit at my feet. If he's not being stubborn that day, he will always sit at my feet. If he is a little stubborn, he'll come to me and just stand. Basically what we're trying to do is get him just to come to you when you call him. So later on down the line, when you're calling him off leash, he comes to you. Sit, good boy, stay. 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 Hey, come. Good boy, exercise finished, good boy. Okay, for a conclusion, Bailey's done really good, but he does have a stubborn streak to him. But in saying that and knowing that, that just means that we got to take an extra breath, get a little more patience when he's doing into one of these modes, and make him do it. If you told him twice, I don't care what exercise it is, you told him twice, he knows what all those commands are. He knows them by heart, what to do and how to do it. But if he decides not to do it that day, we have to make him do it. Okay, if he doesn't want to lay down, we're going to gently pull his leash, have him make sure he's sitting first. And if we've told him twice, the third time we're going to pull real gently as we tell him a third time. If you have to take his front feet, pull him out. And once he realizes that you're going to make him do that every time, he's going to have to do it anyway. He's not stupid, he's very smart. He will learn, we're just going to do it, you know. But he's relatively good most of the time, but every so often he gets these really stubborn streaks. But going in and out of doorways, I put him in a sit, tell him to stay. Of course, he's on a leash. I open up the door. Sometimes he'll pop up when you open up the door. I open up the door all the way. I come back to him. If he's got up from his sit, I put him back in a sit. If he's still sitting, just tell him to stay. You walk through the doorway first. Only just, hey, sit. Stay. I open up the door, stay. I walk through the door like this, tell him to stay, and then I tell him to come and bring my hand to my chest, and as he walks through the door. That way, he'll learn eventually he has to sit and stay even when he's off leash. That's a real good thing to do at doorways. Barking, if he does too much barking, I got a little spray bottle of vinegar in the mouth. He knows that he stops barking immediately when I do that. Not in the face or the eyes. Get it right in the corner of the mouth, 2 little squirts of apple cider vinegar in his mouth. He stops the barking. He's done really good at that. His potty training, sometimes inside he will pee. I try to limit his water at night, and he doesn't do nearly as bad. So he's getting there. He's just, I say probably his worst enemy is he just gets a little bit stubborn sometimes, almost like an unneutered male. But he'll get better and better. You just keep your patience and he'll do good. I think eventually he would be good for the off-leash after he grows up. And depends on whether you stick with it and really keep with the training yourself, whether he'll get through that stubbornness or not. So I think he's done very good. Thank you.